I went to my favorite haunt to collect some Christmas greens, and then I left the trunk of the car open when I got home and had some lunch, and when I came back out to collect them, our cat had jumped in there. He loves the smell of greens. He's so cute, and this year I got these flower gathering baskets at a thrift store, and I thought they'd be a great thing to bring the greens inside. I just did a little bit this year. I've been really busy restoring my daughter's room, so I thought I would just do one mantelpiece in our living room. I got some magnolia and some Norwegian spruce and some boxwood. I think that 3 to 4 different types makes things really interesting. Of course, even if you only have one, for years I only used boxwood. It still can look beautiful, but I just kind of wanted to throw this up there, and I can't drape it over, sadly, because my husband is very worried about fires. We have a real working stove down there. It's wonderful. It keeps the room very warm. Not that we needed it this year. I realize this video is coming out after Christmas, and I'm just going to come clean about a couple of things here. So, if you decorate with live greens, decorating very early can really backfire because they dry out and they start dropping all over the place and making a mess. I do like to put off the decorating to the last minute, but the real reason I like to put off the decorating to, quote, the last minute, end quote, is because I believe in the fact that Christmas starts on Christmas Day and lasts for 12 days, or if you really want to get technical, it can last until Candlemas, which is usually around February the 2nd, which is the day that tradition states that Jesus was baptized or presented in the temple. So I really do. I love the Christmas decorations. I enjoy seeing them in November and December all over, but I always wish that we could all wait and put all these things up right before Christmas, and by right before I mean 2 days before, 3 days before, 1 day before, and then really enjoy the Christmas holiday, which should last through at least January the 6th. Instead, what so often happens, and I know all of you know this if you live in the States anyways, is December 26th, everyone's got their tree out at the curb. The decorations are down, and after all that hustle and bustle, you are faced with dry January. Now, that is not my idea of a good time. So in my little world, I keep my decorations up until at least the 6th of January. I probably keep them up longer, except that when you use natural greens, they do dry out and they start to just look awful and be a fire hazard in your home. But this year we got them up even later than ever, and it was just kind of one of those years where everything's very relaxed / chaotic. So I did this at the last minute on December, I think it was the 23rd, when I just had an hour or two. And I used magnolia and Norwegian spruce and boxwood, and the best thing to do is to get some of that white beige masking tape and just tape things to your mantle. If I could, I would have things draping down, which would be much more artistic, but since we have a working fireplace here, I try to keep everything as far away from it as possible, and I'm still pretty sure my husband does not approve of there being anything up here at all, but luckily this Christmas was very warm and we didn't have to use the fireplace at all, so everything was perfectly safe. So take your white masking tape and then just take bunches of things and start taping them to the mantle, and you will get a sense of how they should go. They'll curve a certain way, or they'll curve down or curve up, and just tape them the way that they go. Mix them together, have a good time, and that's all there is to it. And I would love to just encourage all of you to wait on decorating. Wait until a couple days before Christmas and then really enjoy the Christmas season. It makes January a much nicer month if you have decorations to look at. And I say that I love the winter, but January can be a very, very tough month. I have these beautiful twisty gold candles that my sister-in-law who lives in New York City found at a boutique. And I've never burnt them. I just use them year after year for decoration. I just have the wicks burnt because did you know that if you have candles, you should at least burn the wicks to blacken them because it's supposed to look or be inhospitable if you have candles with unburnt wicks. So even if you're just planning to use them as decoration like I do, just burn the wicks for a minute so that they're blackened and it looks hospitable. I added some beautiful sort of rose colored ribbon and some unbreakable red and gold ornaments just to kind of make everything shiny. It's not as over the top as I've done some years. It's just a little bit, and it feels like just enough this year. Sometimes less really is more. I have these battery powered lights from Dollar General I got last year, and the whole thing was just enough festive, beautiful decor for this year. Another thing we always wait on is our Christmas tree. We cut them out of the yard with these cedar trees that grow like weeds. This was one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen. I love how they have a funky shape. And we cut it down on Christmas Eve and rushed to decorate it, which every year I kind of wish at some point that we had a fake one, but then we put up the real one and it's always worth it. Another great thing about last minute decorating is when you run to Dollar General at the last minute to buy gift cards, all of their holiday decor is 40% off. And I picked up these beautiful deer, buy one, get one free. Don't they look like $1,000,000? They were $3 a piece. And I added them at the very last minute on Christmas Eve, and it just adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the mantle. I think I'm going to run back there and get some more. So happy decorating to you all, and I hope that you all find some incredible bargains in the sales after Christmas to add to your stash. I would love to hear about any wonderful things that you do find. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to dive deeper into our Old World Farmhouse community, please consider joining my channel. I've got several different levels of membership with all kinds of yummy treats and goodies at each level. Take care, and I will see you all next week, and a very Merry Christmas.